Hello, and welcome to today's little mini class today. So this class is it's a 5-minute hip reset. Uh, so if you're busy and you just want a quick reset, I have something for you. For those of you who are new, hello, my name is Tonya. I am the founder of yogabytonya.com. And if your hips or lower back have been feeling tight or achy and you want real support staying consistent, my monthly online classes are open and we'd love to have you. I'll place the link below for you to click on. And so today's class, the hip reset I'm going to do is a little bit different than what you might expect. We're going to do some strengthening. This is what I do when my hips are achy. I work on just strengthening rather than movement, which I like movement too. And I do those two things over any sort of stretching. So today we're just going to do a tree on a block. You can use a block. Your foot is going to be dead center in the middle of the block with the heel at the end and the ball of the foot on the block. So you want the heel and the ball of the foot on the block. If you have a long foot, you can stack your blocks and place the heel and the ball of the foot on either or. So with that being said, I have a small foot, so you will be able to safely place your foot on your block. The block comes to the mat, widest surface on the mat. And you're just gonna, again, just place your foot on the block. You wanna make sure your heel and the ball of the foot are on that block, and then you're just lifting up. If you need to come down and reset, readjust, go ahead and do that. The block should be stable. You're squaring up your hips, so you're not leaning one way or the other. Hips are squared. And then from here, you're just gonna lift that knee up and add some movement here. So if you're struggling with balance and this is hard for you, know you can place your left palm on a block or a piece of furniture just to have some stability there. And you're going to begin to feel these outer edge of your hips really starting to engage. You want to breathe and not hold the breath. You're shooting for about 30 seconds to a minute, and you're just going to step off. And if you need to add any movement, go ahead and do that. And then again, you'll just make your way to the other side, making sure your foot safely placed before you lift up. Square up your hips. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and get yourself situated. And then you're just going to lift this left knee up and start to add some movement. Breathing. If you want to challenge, you just speed up the movement. And again, maybe you just need to work here. And then after about 30 seconds to a minute, you're just going to step off and again, add some movement there. So we'll just go back to the other side. So I'm placing my left foot onto the block, lifting up, making sure you're stable, squaring up your hips. And this time we're just going to go into tree, a little bit more static movement here, or static pose rather, not movement. Again, you're really feeling those outer glute muscles are really engaged, they're fired up, even into most of the glutes there. And you're here for 30 seconds to a minute. Then when you're ready, you're just gonna step off. If you need to add some movement just to release, go ahead and do that. And moving to the other side. For me, that's the right side. Just focusing on your breath here. Shoulders and jaw release. Belly is soft. Sometimes it's really helpful to press the foot into the block, really lengthen through the spine, the crown of the head, shoulders move away from the ears. Gaze is soft. If you step off, fall up, you just come right back on. And then after 30 seconds to a minute, you're just gonna get off and add some movement. Coming back to Tadasana. So from here, our 5 minutes are about up. I would just recommend maybe even coming down to the mat. You could add some butterfly poses here, or just some sort of planting the feet to the mat, windshield wiper, maybe even extending the leg long. And your palms will come to your heart. You'll just close your eyes, deep in breath. Exhale, release. All right. Thank you for joining me for this 5 minute hip reset. Again, a little bit different than what you might have expected. Strengthening is one of the ways that I personally reset my hips. I have a misaligned hip. Strengthening is the way to go, in my opinion. Along with some other modules, but we'll get to them in a different video. So if you enjoyed practicing with me today, please join our online membership. We meet weekly, 3 times a week for live classes on Zoom with replays for busy days when you can't attend. Again, the link is in the comments. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.